If you remember asking your parents for a pack of trading cards every time you went grocery shopping, then you also remember cracking a pack of cards and having no idea what rarity any of them were, or that card rarity even existed as a concept. We've come a long way since then, and there's been a lot of thought spent and ink spilled on the anatomy of a pack of trading cards. The analysis has worked its way through a great many alternatives, from the sequence of rarities and their ratios to themes in a certain pack or certain parts of a pack. We now have a wide range of divergent philosophies on pack anatomy to appreciate and ponder further. My goal here is to explain what I love about the card arrangement in a booster pack of Sorcery Contested Realm. Since my first box opening, I have felt that they provide more anticipation and excitement than any other pack-cracking experience available. The more I've opened packs, both for fun and for limited play, the more I've come to appreciate how the nuances in card organization make sorcery boosters so uniquely engaging to open. The classic arrangement from the first packs of Magic and Pokemon in the mid-90s was simply to sort the cards by ascending rarity. Usually one high rarity card in the back of the pack, in front of which were a few medium rarity cards, and in front of them, the bulk of the pack, the majority of the cards were of the lowest rarity. This is the most intuitive way to set cards into a pack. The idea is simply that there's always a buildup of anticipation while searching through the cards. The goal of the designers was to build an emotional crescendo which topped out with the last card. Good or bad, having a rush of unspent emotions at the end of a pack certainly fills a man with a desire to open another pack, much the same way a child at the bottom of a slide instinctively shouts, "Again! Again!" The issue with this became that the pack-opening hobbyist who once chased his hope from one pack to the next quickly began to realize that the joy was at the end of the pack. Why bother with the build-up when a quick swipe could bring you straight to the juice, without all the bother of glancing at a dozen nothing-burger cards one at a time in anticipation? This shortcut erodes and simplifies the pack-opening experience. While the traditional ascending method has no hiccups in limited play, it does present a rather lackluster pack-opening experience in the opinion not just of yours truly, but also of industry leaders who have tried time and time again to go a different way. The Sorcery Booster Pack, of which there is mercifully only one variety so far, is organized as follows. 3 cards of Exceptional rarity, followed by 1 card of Elite or Unique rarity, followed by 11 cards of Ordinary rarity. In limited play, this streamlines selection, putting the cards you most want to scrutinize right up front. I have found this to be personally satisfying every time I'm cracking packs for a sealed pool. Obviously, in draft it may not hold up past the first pass, as a sneaky strategist may try to rearrange the pack to dodge their opponent's pursuit of a valued card. Still, that I can open a new pack and quickly see what are likely my top picks just feels efficient. By looking at higher rarities first, I can more quickly judge the ordinaries after them by the metric, is this better than one of the first 4 cards in the pack? Limited formats are my favorite way to enjoy a trading card game, and as such I am really grateful for the comfort and efficiency that this arrangement brings to my analysis in limited environments. But the shining triumph of the sorcery alignment is in opening packs for the simple joy of opening. If you've been playing Magic the Gathering long before you began Sorcery, then you likely remember the joy of opening packs dwindle with each successive year. My attitude by 2020 was that opening packs of Magic was more of a chore, a job even, than it was an engaging and enjoyable pastime. Luckily for me and for you, dear viewer, the joy in sealed packs was not gone, but had simply been uprooted and misplaced. I am glad to be able to share with you now the good news that Sorcery has rekindled the mystery and suspense of pack opening. And beyond the undeniable art, the captivating flavor and teased-at lore in every single card, I think the main reason for this is the pack anatomy. 3 exceptionals up front is the perfect way to start. We aren't starting at the climax, no, the big hit is still to come, but we start our pack opening in the middle of a crescendo, at an above-average rarity where the pack opener is likely to find something they're excited to play in a deck. Wasting no time, we move from a shortened rising action to the structured climax of the pack, though maybe not the true climax. Putting the big chase towards the front of the pack isn't a new idea, but I do really enjoy its placement towards the front but not at the front. I know when I open the pack that I'm getting to the good stuff quick, but I'm still allowed a buildup of anticipation before I get there. The next genius of the Sorcery pack comes in what is after the big hit slot. 4 cards in, you've seen all the exceptionals, you've seen your elite or unique hit. The only rarity left to distribute into the pack is ordinary, the stuff useful in limited matches or as cheap building blocks of a constructed deck, but nothing worth getting excited over in any other card game. The enchanting departure from this norm in a Sorcery pack is twofold. First, the art is stunningly and breathtakingly gorgeous. There will never be a number of times I can repeat this that will make it less true or less worth saying. The hand-painted art on each and every Sorcery card is a gift to eyes that behold it. The wonder of this art is that it is made purely to be enjoyed. It's no exaggeration to say that the art on a Sorcery card has more in common with the Sistine Chapel than it does all the signs in Times Square. Indeed, the oil-on-canvas painting printed on every single card in the contested realm has much more shared soul with the Mona Lisa than it does a mural of a polar bear enjoying a bottle of cola. The reason for this reality is the intent. There is a world of difference between art that was created to be art and art that was created to plant ideas in your head. The birds that fly around the avatar of air in that avatar's Sorcery card are there because they are beautiful and because the artist felt they belong in the composition. Not because the patron of the artwork wanted to sell the viewer his birds at a profit or was concerned about the return on investment of the art. This is precisely the dividing line between man's nihilistic nature and his quixotic one. In the hundreds of packs of Sorcery cards that I have opened, I have never tired of slowly thumbing through the ordinaries after the elite/unique slot. Appreciating all of the handcrafted portraits on display has a similar effect to listening to a beautiful piece of music. This is the type of beauty that feeds the soul and calms the nerves in a way that nothing else does. If you've never experienced Sorcery before, consider this your invitation to enjoy beautiful new art, in the same way your friends invite you to enjoy a new song or band. Trust me, this will be your new favorite. It's something you need to experience with your own hands, your own eyes. Beyond the art, the second reason that thumbing through cards after the 4th slot is enjoyable is because, as I alluded to earlier, the hits may not be over yet. You could hit a foil card, or even the fabled curio oddities of widening fame. The foil card is more common than a curio by far. This roughly 1 in 4 experience keeps the adrenaline up even as you thumb through the last cards of the pack, where you may find a foil of any rarity hidden among the ordinaries. And the foils are nothing short of impeccable. Great detail is given to which parts of each card will or won't be foiled, a process called rotoscoping. This gives the foils a depth of character that I've never seen or felt with any other game. For example, in the card Mandrake jars, the various bits and bobs in each jar being foiled against a flat background create an atmosphere of gruesome suspense that you can hold in your own hand. The foiling of the Fairy Queen makes her look like a luminous matriarch in the midst of an otherwise dark and empty forest. There has never been an experience like a Sorcery foil in any other trading card pack ever made. The only thing more exciting than finding a foil shining through the ordinaries at the back of the pack is stumbling across a curio. This is what really makes the ardent pack opener study all 15 cards in the pack, and not just the first 4. Curios are maybe the most fascinating mystery of the TCG world. Officially, they don't exist. The game's own card index is amusingly bereft of any mention of a curio. They don't exist on TCG Player, the largest card market in North America. To track them requires a community effort of record keeping, and to buy them you must use a marketplace like eBay or Discord, where any oddity can be hunted down with enough patience. And despite all this, the concept of a curio is strikingly simple. It's a card variant whose only difference is cosmetic. Yet, to call them alternate arts is to do a disservice to the expansive range of curios, Some are incredibly flavorful reinterpretations of the original art in a frame befitting the set but not necessarily the card game, like the Wyvern Curio. Some have earlier prototype art or are printed in grayscale, like the Realm Eater Curio or the 4 Alpha Avatar Curios. And others still contain only tiny differences, like the odd letter deletion that turns Troll Bridge into Toll Bridge, or the slight offset in the Shameless Squire Curio that makes the word drops actually look like it's been dropped in the text box. What a curio must be is pretty easy to say, but what a curio can be is completely limitless, which makes the chase so incredibly thrilling. Like any Easter egg that lingers without recognition from the developer, there's always the chance it goes unnoticed. There could well be curios that haven't yet been discovered from previous sets. There may also easily be curios in the bulk storage of players who either glanced at their cards too quickly or didn't know to look for some small tell on a particular card. This mystery, this uncertainty, drives the mind wild while opening every single pack. It keeps the thrill of the chase up with every flick that swipes up a new card, and sets a high floor of enjoyment that makes opening packs of Sorcery Contested Realm a truly curious experience. I encourage you to discover it for yourself.